Guys, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in again. Today we have a special guest, Miss Hannah, aka Embracing Ugly, aka Weirdness on IG, aka our second female guest on the podcast.
So, oh my God, really?
Yeah, that's really cool.
Oh my God, yes, second is the best.
Hey.
I'm just kidding. But
yeah,
no,
first last night.
Oh my God, that's so exciting.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Awesome how that works, right?
I love this.
It's beautiful. It's
so
a
here on
beautiful
the
thing.
Here on the Aircast, we start with beautiful things and very important questions because the people, the world, the fans, everybody wants to know. OG White Boy in the house too. Shout out OG White Boy. OG White Boy wants to know as well. Do vaginas have rights?
Oh my God! What a first question.
Oh, you really read my shit. Hold on a second. Now you're going to ask me not to cuss? Hold on a second. You got me all the way fucked up on this one. Hold on. How much time we got?
This is going off the wall.
An hour more or less. A little bit less, but yeah.
This is going to be a good one.
Let's do it.
Oh, God.
Do they? What's going on?
Okay. Now, when we...
I got a drink of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you drink for me? I don't drink, so please just have one on me as well. That is a very, very large question. Okay.
Let's unpack it. We do large things here on the Aircast.
And I couldn't say the F word. He could say slick ass shit like that.
But that's a cool way. That's a cool way to say the F word in different ways. You know, I could have just said the F word, but the way I did it, it's a lot better.
Okay, bueno. Okay, so the pan con pinga is fine. Okay,
so love that.
Okay. If we're going to look at it, right? If we were to take vaginas from the beginning of politics getting into vaginas, right? That is like almost like let's discuss religion.
Hold on.
The
beginning of politics getting into vaginas? What does this mean? Like female governors?
No, if we look at like literally from the beginning of religion, right? Because that is essentially where laws ended up coming from.
So not politics in the world.
Well, you're asking about rights, and rights is politics.
Oh, okay. This is getting good.
Hold on a second now, baby. Hold on. You got the right one.
Women been in it a long time. They've been in it a long time.
You got the right one. You did your research, and I lived this shit.
Wars have been over vaginas. So, I mean, seriously.
Exactly my point. So have religion.
Darth Vader's entire existence.
So have religion.
All the Jedis died because of vagina.
So if we're discussing, right, rights and vaginas, we have to, that's why I asked you how much time we got, right? Because where are we going to start unpacking from? Are we unpacking from today in 2024 where we literally cannot make the...
Let's do a synopsis. You ever go on Wikipedia and you see the synopsis for the movie? And then you see the full breakdown of the movie, but do the synopsis. We're like, let's go.
Right.
I want to touch a lot.
I don't know how to do Cliff Notes.
Give us a short version.
Give me how you think would be right. If you were watching this, how would you want to break it down?
Well, right now, technically speaking, like vaginas do not have rights. You know what I'm saying? So like when we
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
Okay, so for example, the fact that we are losing rights to abortions in most states, the fact that we do not have access to
But you can move to a different
control.
state. You can pick up a car and move. I agree. It sucks. I think choices. I'm pro-choice. I think you should choose what you want or not. That's ridiculous to have somebody control that. But the truth is, you can pick up and go to another state. So there's systems right now where people will pay you to fly out and take a train, take a bus, and come through.
For sure. But you could cut your balls off and put them back in whenever you want in whatever state you want.
Oh my God.
But we can't. But I gotta move painful. In order to understand what I want to do with my pussy.
So
when I
if we're
do
cutting
it.
things, you could cut a penis and put it in your vagina, and you can't get pregnant anymore.
You can't.
What did you say, nigga?
If we're cutting things.
So
are we gonna like literally start circumcising women and removing like all pleasure factors, and I'm just gonna be like a fucking walking concubine?
Hey, in some countries they do. In some countries they do.
So if we're pro-choice isn't just abortion. Pro-choice is also I choose for what you want. If you're choosing to have sex with people openly and not use protection and openly get pregnant, you got to deal with the consequences. Whether you agree to abortion or not, that's complicated.
But hold on a second, because now we're also going into the fact that
it is a life.
Hold on a second. Now we're absolving people of the fact that like mistakes happen. People can literally still use protection and end up pregnant.
Agreed.
Right? There's also sexual assaults, right? So there's also a lot of different factors in when we're having the discussion on this, right? We have to include all of it.
Facts.
Which is why I said this is very, very large question. No? So when you're sitting here and you're discussing all of a sudden that like you want to focus on one type of vagina, right? Then say that from the jump. So then if that's the fucking hole that we're talking about, then let's focus on that story and that narrative, and we can move from there. And the vagina, her vagina and her rights, because that's what we're focusing on, right? Because a lot of times a lot of guys want to get on podcasts and have these conversations, but not include all the types of vagina.
It's me. I'm the a lot of guys.
There's a lot.
It was just a general question.
No. It's not general though. It's not general though, right? Because it's coming from place of privilege, right? You don't have a vagina.
No, but I have a penis. So that was my next question though, because all private parts have rights. All private parts have rights.
Hold on a second. No, they do not. Not the same way. No,
we're they do, because we
all have rights.
Your hands worth so much money to the government. Your body.
Hold on, Danny. Hold on. Let me, if I may interject. Listen.
They do have rights.
We all have our own rights. We all have our own cognitive choice. At the end of the day, yes, there's laws in place that fuck shit up, and that's wrong. Mm-hmm. But the truth is, it's our fucking body. Yes, there's laws that abortion doesn't just affect women. Abortion affects guys. All the guys that get locked into pregnancy or lose their kid, they lose a kid that they wanted to have, and the chick wasn't ready for it. It goes both ways. So to think it's just a one gender-specific problem is wrong. You had this other bit too, where you think
rights for men, whereas now we see a lot more men in a lot of positions that are normally or so all of a sudden it's normal for men to be teachers, to be in the kitchen, to be nurses, to be guardians, foster parents, just workout people, like doing aerobics classes and stuff like that. No,
aerobics is not females. All men, there's no such thing as gender-specific exercise. Everybody should be allowed to do anything. I believe in that. Barbie's so powerful because Barbie did that for little girls. Barbie showed all little girls around the world, yeah, you could be a beauty pageant, or you could be an astronaut, or you could be a firefighter, or you could do anything. That's Barbie. And that's
until Ken come along.
Ken's basic. If you see the movie, Ken does nothing but be sexy and hot. Ken's a nerd. Shout out to Ken. If you're listening and you know you are, Ken's a nerd compared to Barbie. Yeah. Barbie's multifaceted. Barbie has range. The truth is, we're all multifaceted. We have range to the point that you could, if you don't want to be a girl, be a guy. It's that deep and complex. So to put people in boxes and say, no, this is a male thing, this is a guy thing, this is a girl thing. No, it sucks. Abortion sucks too. I don't think anybody should be telling anybody what to do. But the truth is, you're choosing to have sex. You're choosing to be unprotected. And it's not just choosing to have sex. You're choosing the person you're having sex with. Rape, sexual assault, all that stuff aside. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when people get caught up in situations. And yes, context is important, but this is a very deep conversation, and we could get into specific examples, and I'll give you my opinion on specific examples. But my question of vaginas having rights was just a general question, because we have a great video that we're going to drop right here, so you guys can check it out. But I just wanted to ask that. But I do think all private parts have rights and should have rights. That's my whole thing. It's more like it's not one race, it's not multi-races, it's the human race. That's my thing. It's not multi-genders, we're all human genders. Yes, we fucking have our different problems. I don't have a period. It's incredible to me that an animal could lose blood for 7 days and survive and still go through it. That's so credible. That's a superpower.
Or carry a baby for 9 months. I couldn't do it.
I get a paper cut. I get a
don't know. I'm waiting for him to, you know what I'm saying?
I'm going to give you a chance.
We're the accessories on the side, baby. Yeah. Go ahead. It's your podcast. Go live your best life and talk about vaginas all day.
It is my podcast.
Oh, no.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. It's all you.
I don't know about fucking yours. I don't know about doing that.
No, that was not what I asked. It was context. Yeah, that's definitely not what I asked at all.
But anyways, my whole point is women are so powerful because they could lose blood for 7 days and still be rocking and still do everything and hold a family and be independent and not have a family and do their thing and do whatever they want, whether they're Barbie, whether they're everybody. I get a finger cut and I skip the gym. I'm like, I can't do this. I got a finger cut. I gotta recalibrate. This is gonna be a bad day. Got a finger cut. So I just want to acknowledge that there's girly guys, there's manly women. Range is beautiful, and that's the complexity of life, the beauty of life. It is my podcast, but you know what? Today's your day.
But apparently it's not, because you asked about vaginas and rights, and then you had like a whole monologue. And I'm the only one with the vagina in this room right now.
Whoa.
So it's my right to have a podcast. It's my right to ask a question. Right. It's my right to go off on a tangent. And now it's your turn. This is your right. Now it's your turn.
Now it's my turn?
Yes.
To talk about my question that you
asked. No, if you want, it could be my turn. Whose turn do you want it to be?
It's all you. I mean, this is... I'm a guest.
So if it's me, then I want it to be your turn.
Okay, thank you so much.
Uno reverse.
Great.
Reverse
okay.
card.
Okay, great. So okay. So was there another question? Because you answered your own question, and I don't even know how to. You know what I'm saying? Like
I wanted to ask your opinion.
Right, but it wasn't my opinion because you went off on your opinion on top of mine, and then it wasn't even a conversation. It became a monologue.
Well, I like to think our conversations.
Let's be honest and adults.
Okay, but I like to think my conversations on my podcast are monologue conversations. I love.
But it's
I
not
love
a conversation.
Okay.
Right? Because you were making point after point after point, regardless, and you did not bring me back into it. That's a conversation when multiple people are participating.
But this is the moment.
Now, after the monologue.
But you can't choose when you're.
Yeah, but there's always a monologue. There's always a monologue.
You know
it has to be done first.
Like, I wouldn't interrupt nobody. Like, that's not, you know what I'm saying?
So you're saying I interrupted you?
No. I'm saying that's why there's a difference between when we're having a conversation about a point being made, no? But, like, you asking me a question, but then you going off on your thoughts on it and whatever. Like, so then it was like, okay,
we're allowed to both go off. That's all right.
No.
That was my point. It's full circle moment. We're getting it early on the podcast today, baby. Full circle moment of the podcast.
Right. And the full circle
Everybody
moment,
has rights.
Everybody has rights. And they're equal.
I'm spicy too. You like spicy food?
No, that's fine. I'm spicy as fuck too. We could do that.
Do you like spicy food?
Hey, we all bleed red, you know?
Sure.
The way you said sure, I don't believe it. I feel like if I have hot sauce and tacos right now.
That's with the oxygen and not, okay?
Right.
But we all bleed.
What's your
when it
favorite
comes
hot sauce?
out, we bleed. When you bleed, it turns red.
Hold on. I
It's
got the
blue
question.
inside.
Hold on. I have a really important question to ask. What's your favorite hot sauce?
Oh, I don't eat spicy like that.
Oh,
I
you
mean,
see,
like,
I knew it.
like
I
the
knew
herbs.
it. I smelled the cap. I smelled the cap. You said it the way you said sure. She was like sure. If somebody likes spicy food, they say yes. I like spicy
but
food.
there's
Just say no.
different
There's a
types
power
of
in saying no.
spices. There's wasabi.
No,
there's
I said
hot
spicy.
sauces. Food. You said you like spicy food. Yes. And I said sure.
Is wasabi spicy?
So now
food?
here's
Is
my
wasabi
thing.
spicy? Hold on.
Though.
Is wasabi spicy?
Yes. To some people.
What was the thing you said before?
Hot sauces, there's different
Is hot
things.
sauce spicy?
It depends on what sauce you're talking about. Like, baby, I'm gonna need you to pay attention to what you're saying here, because you're making me look a certain type of way.
Spicy food in general.
So, like, exactly. So you said, do you like spicy food in general? And I said, sure.
Oh.
Then you said, what's your favorite sauce?
Hot sauce.
And then I said, I don't know. And then you called cap, but you're calling cap on something that doesn't even make no sense.
Right,
do you understand what I'm saying now?
I am the problem. It's me.
See, but now you're minimizing what I'm saying by making a joke out of it, and now you're minimizing it to make me look a certain way.
I'm not minimizing you.
Oh,
I
baby,
agree with
minimizing.
you. I agree with you. I'm maximizing. I'm expanding.
Okay.
You know, on a computer, when there's 3 buttons, I'm hitting the big square to make it larger. I'm going full screen right now.
Oh, you're going full screen?
Actually, I'm not going. I'm going theater mode.
Go ahead.
Theater
Go ahead.
mode.
I'm
This
ready
is a
for
movie.
It. We could literally like do the, what do you call it? The screen in the drive-ins, even bigger. Like outside of the theater, like this screen's so big, we just gonna go bigger than that. Just drive in the cars. Just
Guess
drive
what?
into it.
That whole monologue right there, I'm gonna animate it and post it. It's gonna be in a drive-in. I swear to God. I promise.
Just make it really cute.
I'm gonna show it to you, and then I'm gonna let you do post edits and be like, I want this,
Okay.
and then I'll do it, and then just for you, I promise.
Thank you so much.
I swear to God, I promise.
Oh, you want to take it back like bitch?
Okay, my dad's off air. He wants to know how she got in. How she got in here.
I got out of my car.
Yeah, I was like,
walked up the stairs.
this is a technical podcast.
He texted me, right? But the thing is, he texted me at the same time as your dad did. So then I thought it was your dad telling me that he's on his way. And I was like, oh, me too. The whole time I'm texting this young ass dude, like not even realizing. And I was like, oh, me too. And the guy's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. So
He got scared. He's like, oh, I'm getting canceled.
No.
Me too. Oh no, I'm getting canceled.
I
didn't even get the first
number. I had texted the number like, yo, I'm here. And then I realized that I was texting the kid instead of your dad. And then I was like, oh shit. So I came upstairs and I was like, okay, I don't hear no noises because I didn't know what studio it was in. So I just started knocking on the doors that had noises coming out of them. So then across this one is like a barbershop. So they're like, what the fuck? Somebody's knocking at the door. And I was like, oh my God, is this not it? So then I knock at the door and I was like, is this the podcast? And the guy's looking at me like, no, bro.
If you want it to be.
He was like, it's over there. And I was like, oh, okay, thank you so much. So that's how I ended up here today. But in general, I need some water. Hold on a second.
Let's get it, because I want you to be nice and quenched. I want your thirst quenched for this answer. You also say that now men are chefs. That blew my mind, because it's like known. Like women will tell you the best chefs in the world are men. Iron Chefs. There's only
French.
3 women Iron Chefs in the whole entirety of the show.
French rule the
and
world
I
and
disagree.
cook.
I think my mom and my grandma are one of the best cooks of my life. But when it comes to chef and creating cuisine, it's like it's statistically proven that like it's been guys, but like
Are you gonna add the stats in this part too with all of
The
your
Iron-
citations?
everything I said right now about
Is
the
this gonna be one of the moments where you add in your citations as well?
absolutely.
all my
Okay,
Iron
great.
all my Iron Chef thing because I researched
No,
it when
you
I
said
heard
chefs. You're specifically talking about Iron Chefs now.
No, well, the thing is, so
Chefs in
there's
general.
no. Hold on, great.
Worldly.
I love how you brought that up. Because there's no way to equate a successful chef. There's no such thing as Michelin star chefs because Michelin stars are given to restaurants, not the chef. There's a chef involved with the restaurant, but there's not. I couldn't find a list with a roster that had that number. Which chef has the most Michelin star restaurants? I couldn't find that at the time. I was under a little pressure. This is a last minute podcast. I found out you were coming like 3 hours ago. Ridiculous.
Same.
And I didn't find your information, your social media, till like an hour ago. So like I'm really under pressure. And then when I heard you say that clip like 45 minutes ago, I was like, oh, okay,
Right.
this is crazy because I love chefs. Gordon Ramsay, Emerald Lagasse.
I didn't say anything about chefs on my thing.
No, in the same clip where you say, "Do vaginas have rights?" You started going off on how now
don't have one about vagina have rights. I do speak a lot about human rights.
there's a clip that
general.
I have right here. There's a YouTube video. It's the the more recent ones that you have on the Embracing Ugly channel, and it's a short. It's not really a short. Actually, it's a couple minutes long, I believe. It couldn't have been a short. It was more than a minute. But you went off on that tip on that thing. Hold on, we're gonna swipe to it.
Okay. I think
We're
I know what you're
back.
talking about. However, that's like almost 4 years old, right? And that was
Okay, I didn't
actually
see the
not.
time. I'm
that
sorry.
was actually not the point of the clip at all.
No. There's more points, but I just wanted to touch on that.
Because that's
so do you
not-
still think?
No,
that,
because that was never my point.
But chef,
so
but-
I
but-
never thought that. I've never gone down that rabbit hole, and I don't speak on things that I don't know.
So at this moment, they've seen the clip because we already swiped to it and we
Okay.
came back. So in the clip, you do say now there's guys that are starting to do more women roles, like being chefs.
Okay, but no.
You
Hold
do
on.
say that. You said that.
Okay, sure.
They saw it. We saw it.
But here's the thing. You're about to do like the editing magic and make it look a certain way because my
I didn't
whole,
make it look so.
No.
Hold on.
We
Can I
wouldn't
finish
do that.
one thought at a time, please?
sorry.
Thank you so much.
Don't assume.
Here's the first of all, I was not assuming. He's pulling out one quote out of almost like a 4-minute thing.
A monologue, yes.
Right. And that's what I do is #weirdness rants. That's what I do. So you're putting
Fire.
out one point, right? And that is not at all. That was one example in a very long thing. So it's not making an assumption when he just said that's exactly what he did. That's a fact now. No? So assumptions mean that I'm inventing shit out of my ass, which I'm not. Because he literally just said it. So now here's the thing.
What are the
whole
other
point-
examples?
Well, it means
whole-
that you
the
could be
whole-
The whole
thinking
point. The whole
something
point. The whole point.
different.
The whole point. Hold on. The whole point. Let her get the whole point.
The whole entire point is that now we have men going into more women roles that are not experiencing what women in male roles are experiencing. So when we look at, please do not just let me get this one off. Before we look at the statistics of women that are facing sexual assault, sexual harassment, and all kinds of stuff being in police departments, in the military, in fire
Predators.
departments, wherever it is. So when we look at, you do not hear those same stories coming out of men going into more women gendered roles, like being teachers or being nurses or being in chefs or being in any of those things.